Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of the Marvel Legends 12-inch Deadpool action figure made by Hasbro.
Bet you didn't think it was gonna be Deadpool.
Yeah, you probably had no idea. You're like, what's all these Deadpools here? This must be a review of Captain America.
Mm-hmm. Or Wolverine.
And especially when you read the title of this video, you had no idea what was coming. Based on what I seen on the internet, I thought this guy would be really hard to find. And I don't know if I just got lucky, but I was in Toys R Us and he was right there. They had 3 of them. I'm like, hey, Deadpool, 12-inch. This is what I seen pictures of this and I'm like, do I really want this? Because I didn't get any of the other ones, the Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America. I didn't really want them that much. And the pictures of this, I'm like, it looks kind of cool. But seeing it in person, I was like, ooh, I'm getting that. It looks pretty cool. And he comes with Deadpool and some weird Deadpool guns and a little, what is that, a burrito or something? I don't know, he just looks cool. So we got him.
Every time you say that, I always picture you in the store, like, actually saying that out loud. Like, you just pick it up and look at somebody and go, hey, Deadpool, 12-inch, and point at it. And they're just like, okay, well, that's nice.
You waited in the car, so maybe I did do that.
I highly doubt it.
But look at that, it's got fancy shiny lettering on the edge. The picture's all weird and shiny where he's eating his burrito. And on this side, a shiny picture of him with the mask on. In the back, more shininess. They put a lot of shininess on this package.
It's fancy.
Yeah, I like them pictures they took. Looks pretty cool. Well, I guess it's time to open this up. Alright, so there he is opened up. And I think he's pretty damn cool.
I think he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy I got him. Like, I wasn't sure when I seen the pictures, but yeah, he's cool in person. The main gripe, I would say, is his head. I think his head's a little too big. But it's a minor gripe, because still overall, it's not too bad. I mean, you know,
yeah, it's not like humongous. It's just a tiny bit out of proportion.
Yeah, or at least compared to other figures, I don't know. Like maybe a real person's head would be that size, I don't know. But it just...
I don't know, whenever I look at real people, I always think their heads look too small. Maybe. Even though they're real. Well,
whatever.
That might just be me, though.
But yeah, it's a minor gripe, because this figure's really cool. I really like it. Like, I think it's better than... Well, maybe better than the 6-inch version, which is also really awesome. Now, one of the coolest things about this figure is all of the accessories he comes with. He comes with his 2 swords. He's got 2 knives, one there and one on the back there. And he comes with Deadpool, which comes on a little stand you can remove him from. And he comes with an alternate head where you can see part of his face. Comes with that little burrito. Alternate hand so he can hold his weapons. And some guns. And one has a Deadpool symbol painted right on it.
I thought they both did.
Does it? No, this one don't.
Oh.
And we're not sure yet. We're a little confused about the guns because the guns are like a separate piece, but I'm not sure if you can get them out of there or not because this little strap doesn't unhook. You might have to just rip them out. I don't know. We'll have to mess with that in a second here. Hopefully you can get them guns out. And if you can, then that's 2 more accessories you got. Well, Zombie Cat was messing around with the guns and...
I'm pretty sure they're glued in there. They are not coming out.
Yeah, it'd be hard to get that strap out of the way, so I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, if I had him using guns, it'd probably be these big guns, and then really I'd rather have him have the swords anyway. Or just something goofy like his little burrito. Like, I'm not too worried about handguns. Maybe that's their whole idea, like, who cares about the handguns? They're just kind of boring. So the hand he comes with in the package is the thumbs up hand, which I really like. Like thumbs up to himself, or you can just be making him like, yeah! Or you can even do thumbs down or whatever. That's just a cool option to have. The other hand that he already has on is the fist hand. So we'll switch them out so you can hold some of his weapons. And these little wrist things are separate, I guess, so you gotta pop his hand off, and then these could come off if you don't want them. So we put the hands on so he can hold his swords, and they're really cool. I really like the swords too.
I should probably make a note. If you actually get this figure, You have to pull the swords out of his sheaths to take him out of the plastic in the package, or you will break the swords.
But I like that they actually sculpted in the shape of the handle. And I like this little spiky thing and just the shape of the blades. It looks really cool. Pretty awesome. So there he is with his guns in his hand. And I think they're pretty cool guns. I like that his symbol's painted on there. Really, I would kind of like if they were maybe black. Just because because he's red and they're red. I would like it if they're black.
And they're a slightly different red than he is.
Yeah.
Which seems odd.
But that's another minor gripe. They are some weird looking futuristic guns like they always have in comic books.
They kind of look like Nerf guns.
A little bit, yeah, they do.
Because they're red.
They do look like Nerf guns. Even the shape of them, they're just...
Maybe
like,
they are Nerf guns.
Maybe. They could be with him. He'd be like fighting like in a battle with people shooting bullets and he's shooting Nerf darts at him.
And yelling, pew, pew, pew!
And I could just see, that would be like a funny scene. He fights them forever. They're hitting him with real bullets so he doesn't kill them. And he's
just shooting him with Nerf darts and pissing him off.
Yeah. Then eventually he'll just be like, that's enough of this, pull out a sword and cut him off. That would be a good scene for like a movie or a comic book.
Let's get in touch with the writers.
Maybe that's happened, I don't know. It might have happened in one of the comic stories. So there he is holding his burrito.
I love the fact that he not only comes with a burrito, but with a hand that is specifically made just to hold the burrito. Like, it's not the same holding hands as for everything else. It's just for the burrito.
Yeah, I couldn't hold anything else. But we put the alternate head on, so it looks like he's actually eating it.
Actually capable of eating it.
You can see they messed up his face a little bit. I think it should be a little more messed up than they made it. But still, at least they made a face like this. The mask is kind of ripped up. They could have just made a maskless head instead. Right there.
I kind of like it like this, though.
It seems like the way they did the texture there should be all over the face. But still, it's cool. I'm just nitpicking over stuff that don't really matter.
And I like his crazy grin.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Here's a look at the burrito. The tinfoil looks like tinfoil. And it looks like there's food in there. Did a pretty good job on the sculpting and painting that, I'd say. I like it. Now here he is with his teeny tiny little knives. Okay, they came out of that sheath and that sheath. I kind of wish they were bigger. I mean, I guess they're just like throwing knives. They should be small maybe. But I'd just like them to have a big Rambo knife or something just because, I don't know. I like the Rambo knives. They're alright. Not too fancy.
I'm picturing him running up to somebody and stabbing him in the stomach repeatedly and going, poke, 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 poke. I poke you.
It looks like the knives go into a specific one because you can see that's flat across there and so is the handle of the knife. On this one it's kind of slanted and the handle's slanted so it goes there. And then I guess this little thing here is supposed to hook onto the handle but it doesn't really do it. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it.
You can't tell by looking at it that it's not, though.
It's just weird. I don't even know why they included that. It just doesn't seem necessary. And you can also see his butt there. Look at his butt.
Little butt folds.
Now here's a look at Deadpool, which I think they did a pretty awesome job on. Got the zombie head, and this is Deadpool from the Marvel Zombies comics, and somehow he gets over into the regular Marvel universe and teams up with Deadpool, I guess. But I like the way they did the detail on his face. I like his little movable jaw, which is really cool. And his eyeball. Actually, one of the other ones there, I checked, the the paint was a little messed up on it, so I got this one. That's a specific reason why I got this one instead of the other one, is because of the paint on this eyeball. Everything else looked the same. The helmet's pretty cool, and it actually spins, which is cool. They could have just made that solid, but I'm glad they made it spinnable. But I really like this head. And you can pop that off of there if you don't want it on there. And I'm going to check in a second. I'm not sure if you can stick it on that body or not. Maybe you can. But yeah, here's a little plastic thing to make it look like he's flying around. But I really like that head. It's awesome. So you actually can get that head on there. So that's cool. I never.
Looks a little weird from the side.
I never knew until getting this figure tonight that you could do that. That's pretty cool. You can guess. Yeah, it doesn't fit on there perfect as the other heads do. But you can get it on there if you want. That's awesome. The belt on him is another thing to look at because it's pretty well done. Like, it's better. We were looking at the 7-inch Marvel Legends, and this one's, it's all one color. It just doesn't look as nice. But this one they actually shaded. There's some texture in there. It looks really good. I do wish these would pop off and you could take the guns out, just because you should be able to. I don't know why they didn't let you do that. The pockets look pretty good. So symbol. The little buckles look nice. Up there looks really good. And there's where his swords go, into these sheaths. Looks good. And like I said, we've got the knife sheaths on there. So that belt looks pretty cool.
Ah, he just punched himself out.
Down here he's got his holster for this gun. Strapped onto his legs, and I don't know how that's stuck there. I guess is it just tight, or?
I think it's just tight.
Yeah, it's just tight, yeah. I thought it was glued, but I guess it's just tight right there. So that's cool. So that's pretty cool. I guess we didn't really look at his suit exactly, but like that, I like how they have that little rib there. Or what would you call that? Lining?
Piping.
Piping, okay, in between the colors. That looks cool. It makes it stand out a little more. Little collar things around his neck. The piping up here. Looks cool. And around his eyes. There's this little dangly in the back. Looks good. And down here they don't got the piping for some reason. I guess they just kind of stopped it. That doesn't look like it's on his stomach either. Well, it's sort of.
Like fades down.
Yeah. And down to his feet. You can see the big buckles there. Things around his ankles. And there's the tread. That's pretty cool.
He was piping on his butt.
Oh yeah, he does. A little bit of pipe in there. So, I don't know. He's really detailed. Sculpt is really good on him. Got some muscle on there in his shoulders. Looks pretty nice.
Nice furrowed brow.
Yeah, I like the brow they did on all of them. I think they got that on all of them, even the head pull. Now for articulation. Now, lots of times I don't like doing articulation. I do it, but I don't like it. But this one, I think he's got really good articulation on this figure. Now, I'm not sure about up the head. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. You look all around. Oh, his head popped up. Go back and forth, spin. Upper the shoulders, here's where I really like it though. Like, it's got that articulation that like a lot of the Spider-Man figures have. So you can get a lot out of his shoulders there. I really like that a lot. It's like one of my favorite things about this figure.
Punch himself in the other side of his head.
Yeah. And then it can spin right there. He's got double jointed elbows, which is always awesome. I love double jointed elbows, because then he can like hold his gun up or do something to his face. I don't know.
Scratch his butt.
Yeah. Then he can spin at the wrist, but there's also a hinge joint at the wrist. Then at the torso, there's some nice articulation there, because there's some here. And also some up under his chest. So he can really...
It seems like it's pretty tight too.
Yeah, it holds its position. It can spin up there. So you can get this figure in a lot of poses. Down at the hips, I do wish the split could go a little further, because that would help within poses. Then you can kick out really far, like farther than I expected. Spin there at the thigh.
Can't kick back that far though.
No. Double jointed knees, which are really good double jointed knees too. Spin right there. And then down at the ankles, there's a hinge joint, which has a lot of range. And it can also spin there too. And it has a tilt. So he is very, very articulated. He's what I would call a super articulated figure.
You know what the best measures for good articulation are?
What?
Whether they can punch and kick themselves in their ass.
Yeah, that does. show a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with his articulation. It's pretty damn awesome.
Definitely get him in some ninja-y poses.
And goofy poses. Mm-hmm. Now here he is next to the DC Suicide Squad 12-inch Harley Quinn. And this figure is nowhere near as good. But it was cheaper too. But still.
He makes her look like Fisher-Price Harley.
Yeah. Well, that multiverse series is... Sometimes they do okay, but sometimes their figures are terrible. And this is one I kind of like. There's something about it I like. I like the face, I think, mostly. But it is kind of cheap looking. Like the legs and just... But I'm really just comparing it because, you know, I don't
They're the same size.
Yeah. I don't got to, and also because Harley and Deadpool have like a thing. Not a real thing. I mean, it's not in the comics. This is mostly by fans.
Yeah.
Like, fans love to have these guys in pictures, fan art together. But they don't actually meet in the comics because they're from two different comic companies.
And it would work better if we had one that was Harley dressed in red and black, because I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I do wish I had a red and
It's
black
the
one.
red and black and the nuts.
I mean, they do have crossovers between Marvel and DC on occasion, so it would be cool if they had a Harley and Deadpool crossover at some point. Just because so many people, I think, would want to see that. Well, I really love this figure. I highly recommend it. It is really good. I mean, it was like... I forget the price because I bought another thing with it and had 2 coupons plus like a... What do you call it?
It's a gift card from a return, wasn't it?
Yeah, I returned something and they gave me a gift card. So I was... And my receipt was emailed to me and I'm like... I don't even know how the hell much it was. But I think it was like 40 or 50, somewhere around there. But I think it's definitely worth it. The articulation on this thing is amazing. He's got a whole bunch of accessories.
And he looks good.
Comes with 2 different heads, 3 if you count head pull, which is an awesome accessory in itself. Mm-hmm. And just the sculpt on it's really good. The paint's really good. I like everything about it, except that maybe his head could be a little smaller, but that's a minor gripe because maybe it is the right size. I don't know.
It doesn't really bother me at all.
The other thing is maybe the guns should be able to come out because like they're separate things.
It does bother me that they can't come out, but I don't really like those guns anyway.
I don't either. I don't like him. I don't like him when he's holding handguns. I like him when he's got his swords and bigger guns and things like that. And his burrito. Yeah, his burrito's another awesome thing.
And his thumbs up.
Yeah, his thumbs up hand. That's really cool. And there's his burrito.
I really wish he came with a middle finger hand, though.
Yeah.
I want a middle finger hand.
I know, but Hasbro ain't gonna make that.
Dicks. I need to figure out how to make a custom middle finger hand.
But I got this at Toys R Us. But yeah, I think he's really awesome. I'm really happy with this guy. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks, Marshall. Go back. So, Deadpool, are you ready to go kick some ass?
Yeah, well, bite some ass, at least.
Better not be starting no zombie apocalypse around here.
What? What are you looking at?
What is this thing?
What?
This thing stuck in your neck. What? I never noticed that before. What the hell is that?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. It just suddenly it's in my neck. I don't know what it is.
Seems to be like some kind of stand or something.
Hey, stop yanking me around.
Maybe because you're a toy, you can't stand on your own, so they stuck this thing up your ass. Well, your head ass, or...
You know what I mean. My propeller still works. So get this thing off of me.
Oh, all right, hold on. I'll just shoot it off of you. How about that? What, my gun won't come out. What the hell? It's stuck. Try this one. What kind of crap is this? My gun doesn't come out of my holster. It's like just one piece stuck in there. Hold on. I can do this.
Got the balance. What the? That didn't feel very good.
Don't worry. I could just use you for a club. How about that?
I don't think I like that idea.
It'll be fine. Come on.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.